we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here comes the offense on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Kessler. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finding an escape route. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers are on the move. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Gators send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Amaro. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Missouri wants to go fast.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Amaro. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A designed run for the quarterback.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
What a find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this job.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Calls his own number. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Fires toward the target. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Catch in the middle. It's Amaro. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Kessler. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Amaro. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then there he goes! Got the first down and more. Oh, he got loose! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't read. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And the defense drags him down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Florida, 13.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gators in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged in the middle. It's Amaro. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner goes down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Another incompletion on third down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Missouri 33, Florida 13.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gators will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Tight end now in motion. He's got it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his man down the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's a first down.
He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Kessler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. It's in! Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Amaro. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Rides the back on the option to give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it over the middle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the move. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 4 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. Sweet cut there. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
At the 39-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
41. Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and And the defense rises to the occasion.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Myers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Amaro. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Meyer. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
He's gone out of bounds at 44. Brings up 4th down.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Got a little space. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Plows through the defense. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. first. Guys, let's chat about Florida. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. The screen, he can go.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.